Hey, yo, it's Cash on the Hood. I'm here with my main man, Steven Sickles. We got cousin Ben Sauer with us. We are at StudioME. First of all, I would need you to do what Brian tells me to tell you to do. Like, share, subscribe. All right? He's been doing it. He's got 290 episodes with the Cinema Psychos podcast. Thank you, Brian, for helping us. Thank you, Libsyn, for making sure that we have the good numbers. Steven's revved up GarageCast is on Libsyn as well. Thank you, Brian, for talking us all into that. So whenever you want to start a podcast, I hope you're taking notes.
I am.
Right? This is good stuff. We have a nice space here at StudioME. So thank you for them for setting us up and giving Cash on the Hood the platform that it has. But we were just talking about just some nonsense stuff just a minute ago off air, weren't we?
Yeah, a little bit.
It was about talking about how Dramamine tastes bad.
Never had to try it.
You saw me. I wanted to lay down on the floor of the plane. We were going to Las Vegas, and you had your other buddy who was twice your size, and we had Chance Smith and myself, and they wedged us in after the plane problems. Like, I've never puked on a plane before, but I had to puke like 3 times, and they're making fun of me. They're like, "Oh, Sauer, ha ha ha." I'm like, dude, I'm having the worst day of my life. Like, can we just get through this moment? I felt so bad for the dude next to me. I'm sweating on the top of my head because that never happens. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm sick. And like, I looked at the dude and I'm like, dude, how much time do you think we got left? And he's like, I think 45 minutes. And then at that moment, the captain comes on. We got 2 hours and 15 minutes left. And I'm like, oh God, like the worst. I've never felt so terrible in my life. I wanted to lay down next to you, like, Steven, I'm going to lay down on the floor. And you guys are like, suck it up.
I think I had a few drinks in me. I don't really remember this.
Right. And then after that, it got worse because we all got in that Corolla that was driving us to the hotel and with all you giant men.
Oh, Lord.
So now I was worse than I was in the plane. And I'm like, they had to like shove the door in to get us 3
We
huge
were
men
very squished.
in the back. So I had to roll down the window, put my body outside in case I might puke, have the door shut. Like, and that was my seasick experience on a plane. Don't do it. Take the Dramamine.
Does not sound fun.
It was terrible. What a great start. And then we got to the hotel and everybody's drinking glasses of whiskey. And I was like, this is not going to go well. I'm in Vegas 10 minutes and I'm already puking and I haven't even drinking.
It was a fun trip.
Yeah, it was good. Good derby. After that moment, I got better. I woke up in the morning. I was like, all right, this is what we got to do. But yeah, that was my silly story. Don't do it. Don't do it. You never been seasick?
No, I can't say that I have.
No?
Nope.
No?
Nope. I've been on cruises and everything. And even when it gets a little bit rocky, it just doesn't really bother me.
Can you read a book in a car while someone else is driving?
Probably.
Yep.
Really?
I would imagine
Yeah.
so.
Oh, I'm instantly sick. No?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I get it. I get it. It hooks me.
I just get mad when a bit starts rocking because then they shut down my roulette game and they're like a balance and stuff. And I don't like that. I'm a casino guy on a cruise.
I watched you lose $500 in a matter of 15 minutes or less.
Probably
Am I allowed
less.
to tell this story?
Probably less.
It was less. It was very quick. And you're like, Sauer, I need $300. I'm like, all right, here you go. He's like, I don't want to get up from this table. I'm like, we've only been here for 2 hands.
Oh.
I've had some rough moments and I've had some glorious moments.
We walked downstairs because
They don't balance out.
your girlfriend was getting ready. So we like split. And while she was getting ready we were going to the theater to see, who'd we see?
We saw David Copperfield.
David Copperfield.
Yeah, David Copperfield.
You been to Vegas?
No.
No? Would you go to Vegas?
Yeah, I'd go.
Yeah.
At least once I'd like to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Go see Fremont Street.
There's a lot of good and bad. Fremont's my favorite.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to stay in 2 different hotels, I would think, right? If you're going to be there on a weekend, stay at this hotel, experience that. You like only the lazy river, which is right.
I like MGM Grand. Yeah, they have a very nice pool in Lazy River.
I stay at the Plaza because I'm loyal to the Derby.
But they're not loyal to the Derby, I feel like.
No, they took it all out. So Fremont Street is where you go in Vegas. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Where they have it, roof over it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where it's at. The drinks are huge.
I want to say at the Golden Nugget, the one that has the pool that like you have, there's a slide and there's sharks around you. I think that's the Golden Nugget. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's the one across the street. That's
Yeah.
entrances on.
Yeah, I was interested in staying there, but we ended up, that was my girlfriend's first time, so we stayed on the main strip.
Mm-hmm.
She's not a gambler, so like the main strip stuff, I don't know, like just going and seeing the Bellagio, the
Mm-hmm.
Caesar's Palace and all that it was more of a sightseeing tour with her.
That was cool. I remember when we went, we were drinking micheladas.
Oh, yeah. She likes, is that the spicy things?
That's that spicy
Yeah, I don't do
tomato.
that.
Yeah.
I'd be up all night with heartburn.
It was fun. It was fun. We did a whole tour of California of Demolition Derby and then made our way.
Yeah,
there.
we were both all banged up. I hit the shifter bar real good, and my whole right side was bruised up, and Jason's shoulder was like not wanting to work.
Yeah, it was.
So we
broken.
just floated all day.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Sounds like a good time.
All right, we got to get you in a Derby car next season. Get you into one of these most wanted cars.
I'm game.
You got all winter to find yourself the best minivan in your neighborhood. You got minivans in your neighborhood?
Yeah, there's a few.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That 80s Caprice ran, I guess. That'd be a pretty decent MWFA car nowadays.
So yeah, you're all winter. Let's find you something.
Sounds like we got a mission.
Right? First show will be in South Carolina at the Palmetto Destruction. This is the first show you'll see me at. That's March 29th and 30th.
I'm really hoping a lot of these indoor shows this year just seemed like the ventilation could not keep up. And I'm hoping a lot of these indoor shows have done something to combat that.
Yeah.
You don't stay inside long enough. Probably.
I do not. I'm outside sucking down spray paint.
Yeah, you're used to the fumes, and
yeah, it's just part of the game.
Inside though, I'm not.
Oh no, it makes your eyes water, after a while, it's tough.
I can imagine, like they do with the indoor tractor pools, they have the big back fans on top of the tractors, but can't do that with a derby car.
Oh, it's actually on the tractor?
Yeah, it mounts above the tractor and pulls the exhaust straight out.
Of the building?
Well, off the machine that's running, and I don't know where it goes from there, but it doesn't stay in the air.
Huh. Something interesting we'll look into.
Right?
Yeah, because I think the problem is it's not the most, well, I mean, you're getting a lot of fumes, but it's not like the most wanted class in the compacts. It's them big V8s that are running. And
Yeah.
I mean, they're burning extra fuel and they're
running for like 45 minutes, so it's just not over quick.
So maybe there's something to look at in that direction. Normally they're just trying to get fans to blow different ways to pull it out better. They definitely need to try and figure something out.
That's true. I seem all right in South Carolina. I don't know. I wasn't in there long.
Yeah, I was in there. South Carolina, Summit, Aurora, and Blizzard Bash last year, like all of them. And I stayed and watched every single heat. And by the time Blizzard Bash actually isn't the worst because it's a little bit chilly, so they leave all the door. Well, that doesn't make sense. Being cold and they leave the doors open, but all the doors are open, so it makes it a little bit chilly. But they got it figured out a little bit. That whole side of the arena opens up for the cars to come in.
Mm-hmm.
But Aurora, which was Whiskey City Revolution, was, I mean, all three of them, the Summit, Aurora, and Palmetto, I was sick for 2 to 3 days after, and I just can't do that, missing work and stuff.
Yeah. You have to wear a gas mask there. You have to wear that pro mask just in the stadium.
Yeah, I'm going to have to figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
Or just simply not go, which kills me a little bit inside.
You always say you're not going to go, and then you go, I'm not going to run for the points championship, and now you're in fifth.
Fourth.
Sorry. You earned that fourth.
Melanie's in fifth.
Oh,
yeah, we ran all over the place for her this year.
That's awesome. Now, you just got back from Miami.
Yes.
And you enjoyed Wynwood Walls?
Yes. It was an amazing experience. It was the amount of time that was put into some of those murals was just off the chart. And
they're the best in the world.
Yeah, the technical aspect of it is breathtaking.
I've got the left flank the best in the world by showing up with a derby car. I'm so lucky that I get. So it's interesting. They bring in all these artists, and they have a warehouse full of scissor lifts or boom lifts. In those lifts is a map of how to drive the lift to where the wall is. All the spray paint you requested is in the basket. And there's a lot of people who speak 2-3 languages because there's a lot of people from so many other places in the world.
Yeah, there was actually, they were painting a new one when we were there. I didn't catch who the artist was, but it was right in the middle of the main part where you go in.
Mm-hmm.
And then, was it there maybe the last time the Museum of Graffiti that's right around the corner?
Mm-hmm.
That was really interesting too, to go in and see stuff from all the way back in the 80s and prior to that, the graph writers that basically started the biggest part of the movement to where we are now.
That's the Heck One is in there, the Loveism official guy.
Mm-hmm.
So we're blessed to be a part of his mural every season. So I'm very lucky to have made my way into the local scene of the Great Miami Wynwood, you know?
Yeah. The other interesting thing within the museum is it's showing the evolution beyond street writing and the throwies and the murals to the creation of the artistry of music covers, the skateboards, the toys that they're actually making, the different statues and the sculptures even.
Yeah. And our guy Atomic there always has his orange on everything. It's pretty cool. I'm glad that you got to experience that. That's a good thing. I've been trying to get Steven to come to Art Basel for years.
1 year.
Well, this will be the year. Come on down.
Hopefully.
Just stay for one night and then go down to Key West.
I didn't like Key West. I mean, it was cool to go and see, but it's a tourist trap.
I've never been there. I never go south of
everything's
Miami.
just outrageous. And I mean, it's no better than anywhere else in Florida, in my opinion. Not a lot. I mean, it's a small little area. There's not really a ton to do there.
How far south did you go?
Miami. That we didn't get any farther south than that. We based pretty much out of it was actually Plantation, Florida, and traveled into Fort Lauderdale every day and then down to Miami.
The best thing, in my opinion, about Key West is the drive to and the drive from. Actually, being there, you could spend one day there and be like, I saw Key West.
Too far left, too far right, you're in the water.
Yeah, there's not much.
Well, our friend Kelly O, I know, is considering opening a restaurant right there. So
In Key West? Okay.
Yeah, so who knows?
Right next to Hemingway's bar.
I hope. Maybe she'll get that one. Just turn to have Kelly O breakfast.
My favorite restaurant there was a little like dive bar type thing right before you get there. It was a bay on the left, and it was called Hurricane Hole. They had the best food and drinks out of all the places we tried that were 5 times the price.
Nice. When did you go? When did I not?
I went to Key West. We flew into Miami. That'd be 2021,
A couple years ago then.
Yeah, not that long ago. I'm trying to think why we went or how it ended up playing out.
Sure, it was a derby.
No, there was no derby involved in this.
Actual vacation.
Yeah, it's weird.
Nice. What do you got coming up for the future? What's your future projects?
Future projects would be I have a second book in the series that I'm working on, the Vilem Horvath saga. I have book 2 written. I just need to put it down into my computer and do some editing before I can work on publishing that one as well. Continue building the clothing brand. Right now I have 19 different designs for the Crook Lives series 1. One more, and I think that's it. And we're going to hold off and let that one play. And then we'll start a series 2 sometime next year.
Nice. I love making shirts. You know what I mean? That's my jam. So
I have a few.
Yeah, I'm sure you all have most wanted shirts. Right?
The name William Horvath or Vilem Horvath, where'd that come from?
The funny part is it comes from the road I live on at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it also fits in with the nationality of the character I wanted. So,
Okay.
of an Eastern European descent.
So, all right. You didn't just put it in the porn name generator.
No cheating.
The ones that go month and year and like
yeah, the dog and street you live on.
Yeah. No, it's a reflection of where you and I come from, Jason, the Eastern European descent, the Czechoslovakia, the Slovak heritage, all that little mixing area right there. And that's where the majority of my characters are actually, their names will come from in the book.
Right. Well, I mean, I do consider us Pittsburgh mutts.
Yeah. We're Heinz 57s.
Yep.
Yeah. I got like 8% everything in me.
That's what happened when we're that generation that never left. So the families never left. I've always just been here around the region, you know?
Branched out a little north, but that's about it.
Yeah. Little enclave in Texas, but mostly everybody's right here. Steven, you got a big family?
Yeah, especially on my dad's side. I don't even know half of them, but my mom's side, yeah, we branch. Actually, I was just talking to my one aunt, and she lives right off the Bridgeville exit up here, so she's not too far from here. And then we go from Pittsburgh to Cleveland, pretty strung out.
Yeah, we have a branch. It's 8. Our grandmother had 8 kids.
Yes.
So we're first cousins and like.
Yeah, my great grandmother on my dad's side had like 12. So
Isn't that amazing?
yeah, it's ridiculous.
How like in 2 generations, how we went from 12 to like 1.
And what's absolutely insane, like I've been considering the idea of children, and I look at my house and I look at how many bedrooms, and I'm looking at like, oh man, I'm gonna have to give up my effing game room. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do here.
Oh.
I got my office, I got the spare bedroom, got the game room. Like don't want to get rid of the spare bedroom in case like Graham or babysitter comes. Like, what do you do? And then I look at my great grandma on my dad's side, great grandmother. She's still alive, and we still go to her house. Like 3 bedrooms, and she had 12 kids. I'm like, what the hell did they do?
Yeah.
6 of you in this room and 6 of you in this room.
Well, yeah. Grandma's house was pretty much the same.
Yeah.
For us growing up, yeah. The 2 bedrooms upstairs and the 1 downstairs.
Yeah.
I'm here thinking I need an addition because we have 2 big dogs and possibly a baby, and they have 12. Like,
right.
even the house I live in would have been one of her children's. It was built in the 30s, and they put an addition on later in their life downstairs because they had problems going up and down the steps. But they had multiple kids. They had a bunch of kids and family in and out, and at the time it was only 2.5 like 2 bedrooms, maybe 3, and it's just crazy how it's changed today.
It really is. Like Rowdy has a whole apartment. I've made him his own apartment. There's a bathroom in his bedroom. He's got it all. Anything he wants. Right?
But if you were to have had another kid, would you be stressed about how much room you have there?
No, I would just keep jamming him in the apartment.
Okay.
There's enough room for 3 kids in that apartment.
At least.
At least 4.
Okay.
Right? Because the house, the people who occupied my house before me, they would have had 2 to 3 kids up there. You know, because when we got it, it was a bedroom. So
maybe it's the business owner and me I have to have a big office. Like my office is at the house instead of at the shop. So I don't know. Maybe that's what stresses me out.
We'll move the office.
Yeah, I guess.
Right?
I might have to if I ever have them.
Or get yourself an office on wheels. Get yourself something big outside that you can put your office in. Some like your car trailer or something.
Travel trailer.
You know, your Winnebago, something. That's your office.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Knowing you.
Yeah.
What? No, you want to be able to do it in your shorts, right? You want to be like, I'm in my shorts doing office work.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I saw you. You're like, no, it's my safe space.
Yeah.
where we count the money.
I wish. Not anymore.
Right? The money counting room. You got one of those?
No. No, can't say I do.
Yeah.
The metal markets have been in a steady decline since this time last year. So,
Well, I think everything's self-correcting. I think all you guys that really made it big, I'm happy that you made it while you could get it, right?
yeah, we're still there at least, and haven't went under yet.
Well, everything has to correct a little, I suppose. And I wish you, that's tough. That's a risk. You're out there risking every day. I like to gamble. I'm watching you gamble.
Yeah.
Right?
Board Festivas and what else?
Well, you never know. The day's not over.
It's not.
All right. We get that first car towed. You might say hi to someone right there, like, oh, I got a car.
Oh, absolutely.
But it could be an Aspire.
And you got to suck it up. And then they're like, well, you gave him $400 for his Festiva. Will you give me $400 for my Aspire? And I'm like,
Well, they might have a Suburban. You'd be like, yep, $400 for that bourbon. Put it on there.
Or you can make the trip worth it and you get a Metro and you just put them both on the same trailer.
it is towards Washington. I could end up at the casino. No, Steven.
Do you go to casinos?
Occasionally. I've been to the rivers here.
Mhm.
We have one in Austintown, Ohio, not far from the house. I've been there once. Not a big fan.
No.
I get bored.
Yeah.
Hit a button. About it.
I can't play slots. I've only been to, I love the casino, but I've only been there 2 times this year because as Jason mentioned, I'm like a go big or go home type of guy when I'm there. So like I either lose $500 in 10 minutes or I make $500 in 10 minutes. And like this time, 2 times this year, I've lost the $500 in 10 minutes. So
that's why I play the slots. That way I can stretch that 500 out because otherwise it'd be like one hand of cards.
yeah, it
Okay.
gets bad.
No, it's max bet. If I've learned anything, it's max bet. Put in $100 bill,
with the
put
slots?
max bet.
Yeah, if I ever play a slot, if you ever catch me on a slot, I'm going to the high limits and I'm putting 100 or 200 and I might get 5 rolls. Like that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Penny.
No, that's only if I am going with like a career gambler. Like I'm like, all right, I have to make this $20 stretch. And I was like, so I go find the cheapest beer in the room, wherever it's at. It's the tall boy in the corner. You can usually get it for like $4. So I get that. Then I wander around and just put $1 in and just to sit there. You know what I mean?
that's one of the most beautiful things about Vegas that I like. You can go in Fremont at all these cool old hotels that have different themes and different this and that. They have $5 table games and free drinks. So you could play $100 for realistically. My girlfriend played $100 for like, it was her first time playing blackjack. We sat at that table for an hour and a half and she had a little bit of beginner's luck and she walked out of there with like $120 and we drank the whole time. So like,
perfect.
yeah, Fremont Street's the way to go if you ever go to Vegas for as far as gambling.
Mm-hmm. I like the Evil Pie, the pizza shop at the very, very end. When you walk just past the roof, there's like an Evel Knievel themed
I've
pizza
never
shop.
been there, and I'm a pizza connoisseur.
Really?
Yeah, I've never been there.
Did I take you to Pizza Rock? The down the street to the left, it had like car hoods.
You didn't take me anywhere. You abandoned me for your cooler friends.
Probably.
I was stuck with Daryl.
I was just becoming Track Shot Live back then.
But no, we gambled a lot on that trip. I
watched you guys gamble at the airport. I was like, when is it enough?
Yeah, I took like $3,500 just to gamble.
But Daryl won at the airport, so we had to wait for somebody to unlock the box.
I've actually never completely lost myself in Vegas. Like, I don't know what the deal is. It seems like the first day you're there, you do really good though. So it draws you in to lose it all back. But I've never like went there and lost it all on the first day and then been there for a couple of days and been like, what do I do? There's that.
Yeah. Well, you drink beer and just sit around and watch.
Yeah.
Pretty fun. I went, so because I was there for the Derby stuff, I was there for a couple days before, a couple days after. So I got to explore and just try to, and that's how I found the Evil Pizzas and like there's a nice Mexican
Yeah, that was
restaurant.
the first Vegas Derby because the second one I worked. So.
Yeah, there's a container park down there that has an art car that's a praying mantis that blows fire. So yeah, you need to explore a little more. It's totally rad. And
Yeah.
it's just keep Just keep walking. Go past the stabbing area.
I think we did Gotham Garage and we did a couple different things, but I went to Pawn Stars once when I was younger. That wasn't really.
Yeah. I went to the toy shop. There's that's on Pawn Stars. They always get advisors. One of the advisors was that toy shop. So it was pretty cool. It was in an old mall.
Yeah, I've never been there.
Hmm.
Definitely a lot to see.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Taking notes for when I take a trip out.
Yeah, the Dick Blick is by the university. So if you need spray paint, you got to go to the university district. Heads up. FYI.
I would. One thing I wish I would have did sooner that I really liked when we went out to California from Vegas. If I would have took a day and burn it off my Vegas trip if you had a car to just go over and drive up and down the coast.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my favorite things about the West Coast was just seeing their structure and their beach. And you go, we went over from Laguna Beach up, and you go up into the mountains and you do a big loop. It was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about actually spending a lot of time in California, but seeing it and then leaving is good.
I've done the Highway 1 drive a few times. And that's a bucket list of mine to take Rowdy to the Highway 1 with him.
That takes a long time going. That's the East Coast, right?
That's the from San Francisco, from Bay to LA.
A1As.
A1As,
The East,
Florida.
Yeah.
Florida, New York, all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 1 or 101 or whatever it is, I think it's just 1.
I would like to see San Francisco with the redwoods and all that.
I suggest there's a hotel on the other side of the bridge, Best Western. It's really cool because your hotel room has 2 doors. The second door opens up into this park. We were all looking at the door. We were all on tour, and everyone's just laughing, looking at the door, just laughing, like, wonder what's behind the door. And we're all 5 people in a room, just exhausted from being on tour, and just everyone's just giggling. So finally, someone's like, "I'm opening the door." They opened the door, and there's beach volleyball court. There was multiple fire pits, a gazebo overlooking the redwoods, and the whole thing. And we had no idea. We thought we were locked in a hotel room, and it ended up being this super cool party spot. So I suggest it was a great hidden place I thought we were just gonna crash and just be like, all right, everyone, some people get the floor, some people whatever, let's just crash. But no, two doors. It's pretty rad. I suggest it. Best Western. Right, it's called Muir Woods. It's a good time. Put that on your list.
Jason Sauer, travel agent.
Well, Best Western is the Buick of hotels. So that's my go-to.
Been a lot of places.
I do travel.
A little bit.
I always have to know where all the Dick Blicks are, though. That's the idea. I gotta get my spray paint. Then I kind of organize the flight, how we get there, just all of that stuff. But you guys been watching.
Oh yeah.
You're a lot. So next week is off to Rapid City and then Topeka, Kansas. We're hitting a good stretch here.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll be watching from my couch.
I'll be flying to both those. So yeah, I'm excited. We got a tent over the parking lot at the entrance at Rapid City. They made us the entertainment. So
I hope that one does well. Not that I hope anyone does any worse or better than each other from promotion standpoint, but I would like to see that one grow because I wanted to go and I just can't do it this year.
I just lay back and was like,
well, have you ever been to Mount Rushmore?
Nope.
Are you going to go?
Only if someone drives me.
Oh, see, that's something I've always wanted to see, and you're that close.
That's my last 2 states is North and South Dakota.
Really?
Alaska and Hawaii. I don't have those. So be last 4 states. So
I got to go to Hawaii soon. I really want to.
Right. What do you think, guys? Good podcast?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the time over here.
All right.
I know my man is We're doing it. We did good. So let's go one more time around for everyone who's stuck around for that 30 minutes of us telling you
This
stories.
one's a little long.
We appreciate you guys. Seriously, thanks for letting us tell you a story. Cousin Ben, tell them how they can find you.
Facebook, you can find me at Crook Lives. TikTok at Custom Cars 98 on Amazon. You can look for the book Making My Own Way, book 1 of the Vilem Horvath saga. That's most of my places at the moment.
Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate you driving him down here. Isn't that nice? You want to give a shout out?
Yeah, I want to thank my wife for bringing me down after work so I could make it safely down here to hang out with Jason and Steven.
Aw, that's nice. Nice shout out. Steven, how can they find you?
Facebook, Steven Sickles, Revved Up Garage Cast, TikTok. It's either just my name or Sickles911. And that's really what else I got.
Instagram, it's Sickles.
Oh yeah, Instagram, it's Sickles911. Just pretty much search my name and you'll find something.
Unified. What is it? 2021 Unified Point Series champion?
Yeah, 2021 Unified Point Series champion.
Steven Sickles.
There's all kinds of point series stuff going on. I'll talk to you in a minute after that.
That's cool. And of course, Brian Cottington back there with his Cinema Psychos podcast, Lipson, StudioME here in East Liberty. Thank you guys so much for giving us the space and time. We love it. We appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe. We love you guys. Thank you so much. And we'll catch you next time.